live like a just messing around. Welcome to Color Vibrations. I'm your host CJ, where my motto is loving to help others to help themselves or loving to help others to help yourself. Thank you and welcome for tuning in. You see, in this episode, I want to talk about mindset. But before I get into mindset, I just wanted to let you know I had a long day, a little tired, but I had to get this off my chest. So, in this episode, I want to talk about mindset. Mindset is our foundation. A mindset, depending on the person, can drive us to be focused, to have that tunnel vision, to execute whatever needs to be done. We can have a strong disposition about ourselves so that we can stay focused and won't get off task easily. So, on this channel, I share my personal experiences being an online marketer. I give reviews of certain opportunities, business opportunities. I like to inspire through my exercise to show that through things like that, it hits you on many different levels, from your physical to your mental and also your spiritual. So all of these things go hand in hand, from your mindset, from your physical workout regimen to your business acumen. All of those things goes hand in hand, and it helps to develop a good, strong mindset. So, you know, one of the best ways to tell a story or to start talking about a subject would be to integrate your own story, your own life journey into it. So, for me, I am from a big city. Growing up in a big city like New York, you definitely had to have a certain type of character, and growing up in New York City helped me to be determined. You know, in New York City, the financial capital of the U.S., New York City, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. In New York City, where the life is public and the people are gritty. The Big Apple, the melting pot of multitudes of cultures, personalities, and characters, and most definitely attitudes. And we all know that New York is known for its attitude. I have many experiences with people that's from out of town, and some of them are surprised by how some people from New York can be, as far as having negative, dirty, nasty attitudes. They don't even want to say good morning to you. They just walk right past you like you're non-existent. So, growing up in a city like this, definitely is relatable. My story is just like a lot of inner city children who don't have a lot of resources. Therefore, improvising and having ingenuity are traits that are developed in order to survive the city life. If you are weak emotionally, physically, and intellectually, you'll get devoured. Things could have been really horrible for me growing up in the city. However, just by having different people in my life helped me to want to do better than what I was seeing and also what I was a part of. You know, I was never ever the one to follow the herd. I looked for other ways to improve myself and definitely improve my conditions. So at an early age, I became an avid reader and gained a lot of inspiration from other people's stories. So me growing up, we used to be outside. There was no internet, there was no games. I mean, we did have a little bit of games, but it wasn't like how it was today. People are becoming addictive to these things and they don't even want to go outside. And if they do go outside, it's very limited. However, for me growing up, we went outside. I was active in a lot of different sports, from basketball to football to baseball to softball to volleyball, you know, a lot of sports, boxing, you know, martial arts, all of those things growing up. So me intuitively gravitated to people who was very athletic and also had a story of overcoming odds to be the champion or the hero that they became. So one of the first persons that I enjoyed was Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe was an all-American athlete. He was an Aboriginal, quote unquote, Native American here and he went to a lot of the white schools and stuff, and it made me understand his plight growing up in that type of condition, especially in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So Jim Thorpe was one of the persons that opened me up. Paul Robeson, reading about him, another All-American athlete. Jim Brown, Malcolm X, Thea Gibson. One of my best boxing guys that I love was Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson, and definitely reading the story about Babe Ruth. So these books help to inspire me and to cultivate a certain particular type of mindset of overcoming odds. So by reading these books, it started me to cultivate determination and also hope. It made me determined not to fall victim to the city streets, and definitely it gave me hope that I can do better. So by being active through sports and reading about famous persons helped me to change my attitude from accepting the norm or making my own path. You see, mindset is the established set of attitudes held by someone. Mindset, a way of thinking, a disposition or mood, an intention or inclination. If your intention is to start your own business, then start it. If you want to change your condition, then change it. Everything starts within first. Everything starts within first. So by picking up some reading material, or go and pick up some reading material to spark you up and connect you with someone who that you can emulate, that shows a great example, and is on the path and is changing for the better. Those are the type of persons you want to be attractive to, so that you can get sparked and start doing your own thing, getting fueled up, or we say fired up. So some great reading material, classics, two books, Law of Success, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. What's that? The Science of Money, book by Wally Waddles. You know, How to Win Friends and Influence People, or How to Influence People and Win Friends, and other books from Dale Carnegie. Mind Power from Duran Q. Dumont. And I have so many more. You link up with me, I could give you a nice little reader material list for you, so that you can get sparked up and develop that particular mindset it needs to be successful, especially doing a business, any business, and a business online. So if you can believe it, you can achieve it. I know it sounds corny, however, it is true. And for me, I know it's true. I remember one year when I was, in between jobs, and I said to myself, I set a goal. And that's one of the things with mindset, you setting goals. I said, I'm going to make $80,000 this year. $80,000. Oh, man. Fortunately, I had my lady at the time. I just met her, and we both were unemployed or in between jobs. And I did a lot of things. I don't know. I delivered newspapers, I messenger, whatever different type of jobs that I really didn't like, or I know I was going to be there temporarily, because my mindset was not to stay there and to always to do something better. But selling things, man, I was just making it happen. And by the grace of the Most High, I was able to get very, close to my goal of $80,000. So I know if you can believe it, you definitely can achieve it. And I still got other things and other achievements to make. So for you, if you want to start your own journey, click the links below. Let's work together. I have business opportunities that you can help to utilize. Share your story, build your own story. I will thank you, and thank you again for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, or share. Have a great day. Peace.